15 miles per hour. Cloudy skies expected again tonight. Chance of thunderstorms. Lows level off around 64. Get weather anytime by calling 824-6101 or online at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com. Currently, it's 66 degrees.
WTIM.
You're listening to WTIM, your information station. Time now for your expanded local news. I'm Reed Kamai. The Christian County Economic Development Corporation continues to be involved in deliberations regarding the proposed data center in the county. Eagle Rock Partners would be the developer of this campus, which it is calling Meridian Technology Park. The data center would be located near Clarksdale, which is between Taylorville and Palmer. No proposal has been formally sent to the Christian County Board yet. The Christian County Economic Development Corporation's Executive Director Matt Hart has overseen the organization's involvement in the proceedings. He says Eagle Rock chose the proposed location in part due to the electrical capabilities already in place.
What I tell people is that when you get to Clarksdale and you're on Route 48, all you have to do is look up and you'll see two very high voltage power lines. These are 345 kV transmission lines, which and I've learned this in the energy world, that those are massive power lines. And a data center, because a data center basically is just a bank of computers, they need a lot of electricity, they need a lot of energy. And so this is a very unique place, not only in Illinois, it's a very unique place in America where there are two high powered power lines that come together, and that's what drew the developer to this area, and so that's why they've taken a look at it. They're still working on their plan. You know, we every detail that we've gotten, we've tried to get that out to the public. We know there's still more details to come.
In a question and answer session earlier this month, Eagle Rock's founding partner Ken Lober stated the project would produce around 1,000 construction jobs and 500 ongoing jobs once it is operational. Hart says the need to maintain both property and technology will ensure there is consistent demand for jobs.
From what we have seen, at least so far, you know, yes, there will be, you know, these are basically just buildings full of computers, right? But those computers have to be replaced, and they replace those computers, and the technology in these buildings, you know, has about a 3 to 5 year lifespan max, where you've then got to put in new microchips, put in new computers, new data, devices that go in there. Then of course there's also, there's the maintenance. You've got a 475 acre campus. Someone's got to mow that. Someone's got to maintain it. Someone's got to maintain the buildings. And so we know there'll be some of those jobs. Then we know there'll be the admin jobs too. So that's what we're looking at, and which is also why we're looking at other data centers. We're trying to find out from other data centers, are you getting everything that was promised to you?
Hart adds that he has looked into other data centers in Illinois and even visited one in DeKalb. Others are located in Chicago, Hoffman Estates, and Elk Grove Village.
DeKalb, Illinois looks a little bit more like Christian County. It's a little bit more rural. I actually had because I was at the Illinois Economic Development Association meeting in Chicago this week, I ran over to DeKalb and actually looked at their data center. And I will tell you, when I looked at it, I didn't really know what to expect. I was very interested to see that it's in the middle of a bunch of cornfields. But from everything that I could see and hear, by the way, because I also, I've been told these are very loud. You did not hear noise. In fact, you heard more birds chirping than you did from anything from this facility. And I would encourage people, as we're looking at data centers and we're trying to evaluate, if for people who are concerned and want to know what it looks like, if you happen to be in Northern Illinois and you're near DeKalb, it's very easy to get to. It's at I-88 and Peace Road. Just go south about half a mile and you'll see this data center. If you want to see what one of these looks like, but that's what we're evaluating right now at CCEDC.
The proposal must pass votes from both the Christian County Zoning Board and the Main Board before it can be implemented.
At the end of the day, there's still a lot of questions that need to be answered. We haven't seen a formal proposal from them yet. I do know they're working on that. I don't know what's in that proposal, but once they do file that, the next process for them is they will have to file with the county for a zoning change, because the land that they're looking at right now is zoned agricultural. You can't put an industry on this land as it is zoned today. There has to be a zoning change. The county board ultimately is responsible for that zoning change. So, and not only will there be a vote from the county board, but there will also be, this will go before the zoning board. So there's a zoning board that will also take a look at this before it gets to the county board. So there's still plenty of opportunities for everyone to learn more about this. If you've got concerns about the data center, if you've got questions about the data center, I tell people, feel free to call me, the Christian County Economic Development Corporation. Our office is 217-565-2280.
More information on Meridian Technology Park is available at meridiantechnologypark.com. Information on Eagle Rock Partners is available at eaglerockrpartners.com. The Christian County Economic Development Corporation can be found online at christiancountyedc.com. Matt Hart appeared as a guest on the WTIM Morning Show. Legislation aimed at helping rural ambulance services stay staffed and respond more quickly to emergencies is headed to Governor J.B. Pritzker's desk. The measure, sponsored by State Representative C.D. Davidsmeyer of Murrayville and State Senator Steve McClure of Springfield, would give rural ambulance providers more flexibility in meeting state staffing requirements. Davidsmeyer says staffing shortages in rural communities can lead to longer wait times for patients experiencing medical emergencies. He says the legislation will allow qualifying ambulance services to use part-time employees to help keep more ambulances in service and improve response times. McClure says ambulances provide a critical link between patients and medical care, regardless of where they live. He says the bill updates staffing standards to help ensure rural ambulance crews can remain available and continue saving lives. Under current law, minimum staffing requirements can be difficult for rural ambulance services to meet. House Bill 5446 would allow qualifying rural providers to provide qualifying rural providers additional staffing flexibility with the goal of reducing response times and getting patients to hospitals faster. The legislation passed both chambers of the Illinois General Assembly unanimously and now awaits the governor's signature. A unique Independence Day celebration is coming up at Rock Springs Conservation Area in Decatur. The event will give visitors the chance to experience the 4th of July the way it may have been celebrated more than 160 years ago. The Homestead Prairie Farm will host the Independence Day 1860 celebration tomorrow from 6 to 8. This free all-ages event is open to the public and does not require registration. Visitors can step back in time and explore the historic Homestead Prairie Farm, which features an 1860s-era farmhouse that has been converted into a museum. Tours will be led by costumed interpreters, offering a look into what life was like during that time period. Guests can also visit the Heirloom Garden, where master gardeners from the University of Illinois Extension will be available to answer gardening questions and share their knowledge. The event will also feature activities for all ages, including the opportunity to try out children's toys and games from the 1800s, giving visitors a chance to experience some of the simple entertainment enjoyed by families generations ago. At 6:30, the Rock Springs Dulcimer Club will provide live musical entertainment. Organizers say visitors are encouraged to bring a picnic dinner and enjoy the evening outdoors. Shaded tables and benches will be available, and guests can also bring long chairs or picnic tables to relax under the trees. The event will continue rain or shine. If weather conditions become an issue, the concert will move indoors to the auditorium at the Rock Springs Nature Center, while other activities will continue as planned. For more information and full event details, visit maconccd.org. A Watson woman is the first patient in Illinois to undergo a new procedure designed to treat atrial fibrillation, or AFib. 75-year-old Carolyn Burke says she has experienced at least a 75% improvement in her health and is no longer taking medication for the condition after undergoing the procedure performed by Dr. Bharath Rajagopalan of Prairie Cardiovascular. Burke has battled AFib since her teenage years. The condition causes irregular and often rapid heart rhythms that can increase the risk of stroke and heart failure. Doctors were alerted to worsening episodes of AFib through a heart monitor implanted in Burke's chest. After the monitoring team detected uncontrolled episodes and multiple pauses in her heartbeat, surgery was scheduled within days. The procedure utilized Abbott's Volt Pulsed Field Ablation System, a newer technology that uses short electrical pulses to target and destroy heart tissue responsible for abnormal heart rhythms. Unlike traditional ablation procedures that rely on heat or extreme cold, the technology is designed to reduce the risk of damage to surrounding healthy tissue. Dr. Rajagopalan says the procedure represents the latest advancement in heart rhythm treatment and allows Prairie Cardiovascular to offer cutting-edge care close to home for patients in central Illinois. Burke says she feels the procedure has given her a new lease on life and hopes the treatment will help others suffering from AFib. According to the American Heart Association, people with atrial fibrillation are 5 times more likely to experience a stroke than those without the condition. And now, a word from Taylorville Community Credit Union.
Hi, this is Will Perkins with Taylorville Community Credit Union. 2026 is an exciting year at TCCU. We are building a new home office, upgrading our mobile app, and preparing to offer mobile check deposit, all to better serve our members. 2026 also marks our 70th anniversary. For 70 years, TCCU has been your local source for low loan rates, great deposit rates, and an organization proud to serve our local communities. Visit any of our convenient locations in Taylorville, Hillsboro, Litchfield, or Painter. You can also visit us online at tccu.org, member NCUA.
The Christian County Farm Bureau is busy with fundraisers, initiatives with its Young Ag Leaders program, and preparing for the Christian County Fair. The organization's second annual golf outing is set for Saturday, August 8th at the Lakeshore Golf Course in Taylorville. They will also have raffles and giveaways for members and non-members alike to raise money to help them continue to provide their many services in the community. Alec Myers is the manager at the Christian County Farm Bureau. He says there is still room for interested participants and sponsors to sign up.
We were able to do it last year, had a lot of success from it. Our young leaders put that event on, really enjoyed it, really enjoyed getting to see the people. And like I said, our committee had a good time putting it together and making it happen. So that's our annual fundraiser that we do for the Christian County Farm Bureau Foundation. All the funds that we raise from that, just from our sponsorships and our teams, end up going back to the foundation. So all of our scholarships, some contributions to Christian County Ag in the classroom, all that comes from there. So it's a good event, a good opportunity to go out there and play some golf and donate some money to a good cause.
Yeah, and it sounds like all of that you just described. Where are you folks at in terms of like player signups, sponsorships for this year?
We've got some teams signed up right now. Sponsorship wise, we're doing really well. I'd like to kind of grow a little bit from where we were from last year as far as total funds raised. I think we're getting really close to that number, getting above that. So I want to see more teams, more sponsors, and just kind of continue to see that event grow and develop and kind of become a constant thing that people are wanting to sign up for and participate in every year.
Interested participants and teams can sign up through a link in this story on our website, TaylorvilleDailyNews.com. The organization is also raising money through a raffle. The prize is a cooler from the outdoor equipment brand Yeti, and tickets are still available.
We've got tickets at the office. Our board members, our foundation board members have tickets that they're selling for $10 a piece. But for that, you get entered into a drawing to win a Yeti cooler. So we'll draw for that at the Christian County Ag Group Luncheon, on Thursday, July 23rd there at the Christian County Fair. So if you're around between now and then or see somebody either on our foundation board or on our board of directors or just pop by the office, we'd be glad to sell you a ticket. And like I said, all that money that we raise goes to the Christian County Farm Bureau Foundation. So that goes to our scholarships and contributions for Ag in the classroom and all that.
The Christian County Farm Bureau will, as expected, be ever present at the county's fair this summer. They will provide banners for the livestock show winners and participate in the Ag Group Luncheon, which, as you heard him say, is on Thursday, July 23rd.
We'll have a big presence out there again. We'll be out there for the Section 16 FFA show on Tuesday for the livestock show. So something we've done for a long time is give out grand champion banners to the kids that are showing livestock out there. We'll do that for the Section FFA show. I'm sure I'll get roped into helping in some other ways as that never fails. So we'll be out there for that. Wednesday, we'll be there again at the 4-H show, again, doing the same thing, just giving away banners. Taking a few pictures. We donate a backdrop as well for kids to take pictures at with their projects. So we'll be there for that. Thursday, I'll be there participating and helping with some other groups for the Christian County Ag Group Luncheon. That's an event that's gone on for a really long time. A lot of different ag organizations participate and take part in that. So we'll be there doing that as well. Raffling off a cooler that day. We'll have a speaker. We'll have a great lunch. Tickets are available for that. Feel free to come by our office. I know we've got tickets for a cooler raffle as well as for the Ag Group Luncheon. So we'll be there for that.
The Bureau will also be set up in the Expo building all week long. They will advertise their services and offer cold, sweet treats as well to visitors.
We'll be there for Community Day, which is on that Wednesday. We'll be giving out apple cider slushies like we did last year. And new this year, we are adding ice cream to that. So we are planning to add ice cream to that. And then we'll be there a few extra days selling ice cream and apple cider as well. So continuing to kind of expand our presence out there and take on more and more projects and do more things out there and be involved just with the community and with the fair. So excited to be out there, participate, be with our community members, see our exhibitors, our livestock kids and our families, and just have a presence.
More information on the Christian County Farm Bureau is available at christiancfb.org. Alec Myers appeared as a guest on the WTIM Morning Show. More severe weather is leading to more storm anxiety. It's something Illinois state climatologist Trent Ford is talking about. Illinois has now experienced 4 consecutive years of over 100 tornadoes. Traffic enforcement will be stronger surrounding the July 4th weekend. The Illinois State Police and more than 200 local departments will be focusing on impaired and unbuckled drivers. You are reminded to drive sober and alert, buckle up, watch your speed, and as Alton Police Department Sergeant Mike Roderfield says, find a designated driver before heading out. More officers will be monitoring traffic through July 6th. Alert drivers should report drunk driving by pulling over and dialing 911. Now to obituaries, which can be found at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com. 68-year-old Kenneth Fisher of Taylorville died on Saturday. A funeral mass will take place today at 11 at St. Mary's Catholic Church in Taylorville. Burial will be at Oak Hill Cemetery. Arrangements are being handled by Sutton Memorial Home in Taylorville. And 79-year-old Gary L. Carr of Bonita Spring, Florida, died March 27th. The memorial service will take place tomorrow at 2 at Blue Mound Civic Center in Blue Mound. Burial will be at Hall Cemetery. Arrangements are being handled by McClure Funeral Home and Cremation Services in Taylorville. Today, showers and possibly a thunderstorm with a high near 74. New rainfall amounts could come between 3/4 of an inch and 1 inch. Get local news anytime at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.